Well, actually, lacrosse was kind of an afterthought, so I came here first for biology, and I wasn't recruited or anything. I just came here and really still had that love for lacrosse, so I ended up walking on the team my freshman year. And I just chose Bonaventure for where we are, and I loved being surrounded by the mountains and all the woods around us, and it really was just the Bonaventure community is why I chose here. Okay, so I interned at the Dolphin Research Center, which was in Grassy Key, Florida, about 45 minutes outside of Key West. It's like the middle Florida Keys. And when I was looking for an internship this summer, I had already interned at a zoo and a few veterinary clinics, and I wanted to do something different that I couldn't really experience here in New York. So I looked into marine mammal internships, and the Dolphin Research Center came up. And talking with a few people here at Bonaventure, it turned out that one of the members of the tennis team actually had a connection down there. She was from Marathon, where I interned, and her mom helped me get into the internship, so it was really the Bonaventure connection that hooked me up for that internship. Yeah, so I think there was around 300 or 400 applicants, and like I said, there was 9 of us chosen. So we actually were very fortunate to have the experience. I think a lot of it actually was that I was a lacrosse player. They really liked that I had like a past experience of heavy work ethic combined with being a bio major, because it's not a very common combination, I guess. So when they had someone that had the science background, a lot of what they did want to talk about during my phone interview was lacrosse and balancing the workload and kind of how that taught me independence and hard work. And so one of my jobs was to observe the baby dolphins and keep data on the baby dolphins, such as respiration rates and their behavior, what was normal, abnormal, and I would log that for most of the morning. And then most of my afternoon was spent entering data in a computer and checking old data, so I really got to combine both like the academic side, the research intensive side, with really enjoying the dolphins all morning, so it was a pretty cool experience. I guess starting out, a lot of it was just persistence. Even just when you start out being like a walk-on, it takes persistence. Like, I mean, sometimes it felt like no one even knew if I was at practice when I was a freshman, and to work your way into not only being like a significant part of the team, but into that starting role and into that team dynamic of all these girls who got recruited here together. So that was really the first thing I learned. But then obviously we've had some difficulties as a team over the years, and just being able to just keep pushing through, and we never really felt like we were losers, even though we didn't always win. We always looked for what's the next step, what are we going to do better the next time, really just the winning little battles until we can start to turn those into victories on the scoreboard. Yeah, it's really awesome. You can't even describe it when you talk about it to people, but just being able to get outside before April is huge for us. So we spent a lot of our preseasons in the past every day in the gym, 6 a.m. every day in the gym. It was just what we did. But now you can even see it in our transition during games. We really can spread the field. We know how to do that. We know how to work on our spacing. And even just above that, we have so much more pride now that we have this field that we're so proud of, and everyone tells us how proud of it we should be. So it's not only the skill side, but it's also just a sense of having something that you're proud of.